And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before I even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Yes.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Christopher Hildebrand, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone, and we couldn't do it without you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Dees.
I have no idea what we're going to talk about for the intro. Do you think that Sonic the Hedgehog has scoliosis?
That's scoliosis.
Well, he's always been up in a ball.
Well, he can stand upright.
I mean, sorta. I mean, he's only like 1.5 feet tall. So it's like there's clearly some compression going on, right?
I don't.
Also, he
don't
wears
know
shoes, so he has a concept of clothing, but he's naked everywhere else. That's weird.
Maybe he has sensitive feet.
Well, yeah, because he's moving so fast.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe he doesn't understand clothes as like a modesty thing, but it's more as just a...
You're saying that Sonic doesn't prescribe to the puritanical views that we have in our society.
I would suppose...
He wears gloves, too.
Does he?
Yeah.
I've never given this much consideration to Sonic.
Also, he has one giant eyeball. You know? He's got 2 pupils, but one giant eyeball. So that's weird.
That is pretty weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
I wonder,
weird.
Like, the first time that they designed Sonic like that, whoever, like, drew him or rendered him like that, they weren't like, this looks weird. He's got one eyeball.
I think there's a lot of cartoon characters that maybe could have undergone some more thinking. Captain Crunch comes to mind. I've had an argument with my buddy Josh about whether or not it is preposterous that his eyebrows are on top of his hat, and not by a little bit. I want everyone to just pick up your phone and look at a picture of Captain Crunch right now. I'll wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Go ahead, guys. Right? They're way up on that fucking hat. They're like way up above the brim. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. So I think that's probably a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That is weird.
Yeah. I think a lot of cartoon characters are designed from one angle, and they don't really do a full rotation of them. And
have you seen like people looking at Peppa Pig?
She looks like a penis. Her head looks like a shaft and balls. I'm not trying to be weird or anything, but it looks like a stubby little.
Peppa Pig looks very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you guys a second to go look at Peppa Pig's phallic head.
Oh no.
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know. As a person who draws cartoons, I try to make everything that I draw not look like a dick. Unless, that's the goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you find it difficult to like look at like watch cartoons and not sort of criticize how things were drawn or designed?
I criticize everything all the time. Even things I like. Look. This may be a good topic. We've kind of stumbled into it.
Okay.
I like being complaining. I enjoy that deeply. Right? Like, yeah. People were so excited when TiVo first came out. Do you remember TiVo? Like, you could skip the commercials. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? If you're watching like a movie on TV and they throw a commercial in the middle, this is like a break for you to go ahead and shit all over whatever that is, right?
That's true.
Do you ever just have fun complaining about stuff?
Yes.
Takes the edge off, right?
Yeah, I work with the public, and while I like my job, working with the public can be difficult. sometimes. Yeah. And I think that the best way to sort of resolve that stress that comes from working with certain members of the public is to just be complainy, but maybe in like a joking way. I think that takes a lot of the just stress off. And
Absolutely.
it's not that like I'm complaining because I want to like humiliate someone or something. It's just like, oh, I can't believe this person argued with me over like 40 cents of their copies, and let me complain about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. One of my favorite things to do is to go to the mall. Mm-hmm. And they just recently, well, not recently, it was like 5 years ago now, but they put this walkway in, right? Mm-hmm. So there used to be this kind of open area. As soon as you walk into the food court, you kind of funnel out. But now they have these kind of tables that are aligned on either side of where you walk in.
Okay.
So you can sit there at like a bar. It looks kind of like if you were at a diner or something like that. They have a wall with a table and then chairs behind it. I love to sit there and just treat everyone that's walking into the mall as my personal shit talk runway. I love it. Mm-hmm. It's like one of my favorite things to do. But I would never say it to them because I don't. Yeah. I think the goal of this is to be funny and to make someone else happy, right? To be like, this is a joke that we're having.
Yeah.
Right. But I never want the person I'm shitting about to ever be aware of it because I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right.
Because then it makes it different. It's a different thing. That it goes from being kind of snarky and funny to being like a bully.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because you never know if like maybe somebody's having just an off day. Maybe they've got like some sort of issue that is going on with them that is just they're so checked out from the rest of the world at the time that it seems like they're being rude, but they don't mean it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no,
but they're still affecting like the people that they interact with.
I just think that there is something about a healthy level of complaint, right? Complaining about things is a creative exercise for me. You don't just make fun of something to be spiteful. You're trying to like find a clever angle at it. You're trying to be witty about it.
Yeah.
That's fun to me, right?
I would agree.
Like, I love the idea that if you get hepatitis, that you get a free canoeing trip and that you get to climb mountains and pick strawberries and shit. It seems like the most pleasant of the diseases that you can get. Hepatitis will send you on a whirlwind vacation to Paris. You know what I mean? From the commercials.
Right.
When you watch the commercials, those people are living their best life. And the only difference between them and me is they got hepatitis.
Right.
So, look, I'm not advocating for hepatitis, but it could be worse. You know?
Yeah.
When's the last time you went kayaking?
Never.
Yeah. Not looking so bad now, huh? Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Herpes will get you into a pottery class, is
no.
all I'm saying. But do you see what I mean? I'm not, I don't, in that example.
Yeah.
I'm not really suggesting like, someone go get herpes. Right. But like, yeah, just actively go out looking for it. No, but just like the idea though is that there's something that's in front of me that I can make another person laugh with, and that's the goal, not to hurt someone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we have just like some notorious patrons at my library, and
notorious is a good way to say it.
And they're the kind of people that are sort of
the
often
notorious Piggie.
But it's, I mean, yeah, take like the foot guy, for example. You can just every time he would come into the library, like we could be like, oh God, it's the weird foot guy again. And then just be like in a bad mood the entire time that he's there because he's making everyone uncomfortable. Or, you know, we can like make some jokes to each other about Foot Guy,
Right.
just to sort of like relieve the stress of having to deal with the weird Foot Guy at the library.
Right. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that type of behavior. I think it's fine as long as it's not making anyone feel bad. I think it's probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like commercials for that reason. I like watching somebody I don't know, talk about their laundry detergent, and then they show you how they use their other laundry detergent, and they're like pouring it all over the fucking place. I'm like, what in the fuck?
Like
You know the black and white photos from when a guy tries to crack an egg and fry an egg? And he like spills it inside the grate of the oven or the stove, like inside the burner, and he's like, shells are all over his hands, and he's like, well, there's got to be a better way. I'm like, Jesus, I hope so.
Oh no!
You let this guy cook? Like, you let him your open flame? Huh?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I always enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think Sonic has scoliosis. I think that's something we should look into. And Knuckles has bone spurs.
Bone spurs?
You've seen his hands?
No.
He's literally got bone hooks coming out of his knuckles.
Oh no.
And Tails has 2 tails.
True.
That's a mutation.
Do you think they had a different name for him before he was born?
It was Miles. His name's Miles.
Oh.
Tails the nickname.
Tails. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Sonic lore.
There you go.
Okay. Well, maybe we should go to this week's episode.
Did you know that you could take one Sonic game, and I think it was Sonic and Knuckles, and you pull back the top of the cartridge? Mm-hmm. When you put it in the game, you pull back the top and put another game in top of that.
What?
Swear to God. I'm going to show you after this intro. If you guys didn't know about that, Sonic and Knuckles used to have the top of the cartridge could flip open, and it looked like what you put the cartridge into the Sega. It was the same kind of slot. So then you could take another Sonic game and put it in the top. So you'd stack cartridges. It's like I think the only time I can remember seeing that. There might have been another game, but I'm certain that Sonic and Knuckles was one. But I don't know if there are others, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's like a Game Genie frame. You remember Game Genie?
I never used Game Genie.
When I was a kid, only rich kids had Game Genie because they didn't have the skills to keep up with those poor kids. So they needed to get their codes.
I see. That makes sense.
Scrubby ass.
All right.
Scrubby ass, rich kids.
We're going to go to this week's episode. This is Return to Ravenloft, episode 22, Putting the Pieces Back Together.
Pudding? How you like that, DeSantis?
I was waiting.
That? He's going to do his fingers up in the air like he's in Hunger Games.
Ugh, gross.
People should do that when you guys, if anyone goes to one of his rallies, which does he even have rallies? That guy's gonna lose his ass off. Mm-hmm. I just give him the 3-finger salute. That'd be fucking so funny. I know Republicans probably are listening to this, but if you are, how funny would it be to just have pictures of like Katniss Everdeen, 3 fingers up, and a pudding cup in her other hand? Okay. Sorry.
All right.
He's liable to take the bodies. It's effectively a piece of evidence that might help us piece together who these people are. So I'm thinking in the moment of can I shove this behind a barrel somewhere? Can I just to the point where hopefully I can preserve it such that I can let my colleagues take a look at it to see if it's someone they recognize.
To the south of you is the building where the original explosion happened. There is a small sliver less than 5 feet between the fence and the wall. You can possibly throw the body in there where Though I need you to roll a check to see if you when you drag the body or move the body, you actually get all the pieces with it. So it doesn't like.
Oh.
That's why Adri always uses a sheet and keep it together.
All right. Yeah. What kind of check would that be?
Cohesion check. You have to roll your strength check versus.
You know what? I would
modifier.
call it a sleight of hand. Just a sleight of hand for the delicacy of trying to keep it together.
Okay.
And then
with a hint of medicine.
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand, then a medicine.
A sleight of hand. Okay, so sleight of hand is going to be at a +6.
All right.
And I rolled a 16, so that'll be a 22 with my sleight of hand.
All right. And then the medicine.
So I'm dainty. Now
Yes,
my medicine is at a +0. So I'm sure this is going to go fantastically. That was not a D20, that was a D12. That's a straight up 8.
Okay. All right.
Didn't he have a jawbone? Fuck.
So you're able to get the body parts that are still together, you're able to actually pull off. You're able to actually pull it off the fence where it was partially stuck.
Okay.
You can hear the off the fence as you pull it. You're able to keep most of it kind of bundled together like a
sack of goo.
Yeah, like a thick chunky pudding.
Oh.
You're able to use what's left of the rope roughly to kind of like just fold it kind of together like a bad thing of laundry and just get it down that way.
I imagine it's like me trying to hold a can of SpaghettiOs that's been open. You know how it just kind of comes out in one solid chunk? It's just
God.
Yeah. So I mean, as you're walking, you look back and you see part of a shin bone, you see part of the jaw, you see other little pieces. There's an eyeball kind of stuck to the fence.
I get back over. I'm like, okay, let's see. The leg bone's connected to the knee bone's connected to the ass bone. The ass bone's okay. I think I got this together. Thump over the fence. Yeah.
He's putting together.
I have a medicine check. I have a medicine of +0. I don't know what anything
is. His head bone's connected to the ass bone.
Sure. Let's go with that.
There's some other bones in there, dude.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a pirate, not a doctor.
I don't do puzzles.
So anyway, all right. So I've got that. When I move with sort of the change in venue, am I able to see anything else that's going on?
Oh yes. As you get down that way, you can catch a slight glimpse of Darcalus facing. You're not sure what he's facing, and then you see the back of the armored warrior.
Just this thing swinging into the darkness, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hold my position there for a second, and then you see what happens next.
All right. And the next is.
I'm sorry, I'm moving pudding too loudly. Oh man! That should be the name of the episode: putting all the pieces together.
Oh Lord! And do pudding with 2 D's.
Yeah,
I-N.
I-N apostrophe. Yeah.
No, 2 D's. Pudding. They call Nate's old man character Puddin' Papa.
You guys hear Darcalus speak. What? You run off now? All of a sudden the tides turn and you realize you can't take on a god? So, and now it is Kavir's turn.
How does homeboy look, Rex?
He's No, he's definitely taken some licks. But for the damage and the things that hit him, he hasn't taken as much as he should have. It seems.
Is there any way I could intuit what might be causing him to be more resistant to the damage he should have taken? I could use investigation.
Try Arcana, or
Okay. Or give me another option. Just Arcana?
This wouldn't be religious. This would be it's either an Arcana, or you can try to. I guess problem is an investigation wouldn't be the exact knowledge. I mean, you can take a guess what's happening, but
well, let's do that first. Let's do an investigation first to guess what's happening, and then an Arcana to see if I can discern from there.
Okay.
Nat 20 on the investigation, plus 13. 33.
Okay. This red goo, this symbiotic thing that's around this human body, that's kind of slightly engulfing it and going through and veining up and pulsating that goes around him. It seems that more wounds that's caused to him, that this begins to fill where the blood comes out.
Right. Does it look like it's becoming too thin?
No, it doesn't seem like it's actually taking over or anything like that. It's
well, more I'm asking, does it look like there's a finite amount of it, and that as more wounds apply, it stretches a little thinner across, like it's trying to heal too much?
No, it's almost like it's replacing the blood.
Maybe he wants someone to kill him so that he can come back as some blobby boy, like an Akira.
Ooh.
Yeah. You ever think about blobby boys? They're dangerous.
It's been quite a few years.
Can't have a blobby boy running around. Okay. Well, I guess Arcana to try to intuit or to determine what it is now that I've run that. Fuck. Okay. 9. A 9.
Own that 9, damn it.
Okay. A 9.
Sure, they'll be all pensive with it.
Sir, I will have a very low roll, and I would like you to respect that.
With the 9, you really don't reveal much about it. You haven't come. No, I was trying to figure out if there's anything I can give you.
Yeah. I have a stone that gives me 1 extra point. I got a 10. It was a gift from a friend of mine who's all brainwashed now. I'll wait till she's sleeping. I'm gonna put it in her. Oh wait, sorry, she doesn't sleep. Shit, it's all falling apart. Let's have to roll it in a little ball of bread, and then she'll eat it, and she'll get the +1 to break loose.
It doesn't seem.
Shit.
There isn't really much I can give you off that right now.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Kess, is there anything you want to do before you actually take your turn this turn? Because you still have your action.
Right. I was like, what is Kestrel's Arcana? Which is very different from Dragon Heist Atreus. So we're not gonna try that. So like where we see this red stuff that's not blood, does it look like it's sort of replaced his body's blood?
In the wounds that were made, yes, it has replaced. I mean, once the blood did come out originally, and then it was replaced with this.
Okay. Does it seem like it's like there's a source that's inside of him and it's sort of okay? So
what knowledges do you have, or does Kess have?
Like my skills.
Well,
my insight is the best.
I wasn't asking insight, like knowledges, like
medicine.
Okay.
Arcana, history, anything intelligence based other than investigation.
I'm not I'm not a knowledge-based cleric.
I'm not really big on the brain
religion,
shit.
kind of, but not as good as you would expect a cleric to have.
She's like, what if there was a door to a lot of knowledge and I could kick that down using a strength check?
Religion's just kind of a hobby.
No, well, the problem with Kessa's hunting history.
Kess loves hunting undead. I would say that's sort of like her kind of favorite pastime.
Yeah, no, that's so let's do a straight intelligence check with advantage.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just from her undead hunting history.
Excellent. 11.
Oh boy.
Man, the dice have started to screw us over now.
I'm getting good rolls, except for when I need them.
Okay. She's picking up, how about this? She can't put her finger on it, but something about this reminds her of something undead that she's heard about or come across in her travels, but she can't just place it. But
the
red thing,
okay.
She can't put her thumb on it, but something inside just makes it feel like it's some kind of undead. But she just can't like nail it down.
Okay. I could turn undead. I feel like that would create new problems, though.
That'd be interesting if you turned undead and the thing like lunged off of his throat and ran
down. Like, I mean, it must be possessing him, right? That's what I think anyway, is that this is
multiple voices too, so
it could be like a
demonic,
like maybe it body hops, and so it like retains some of the knowledge and voice of like each body it possesses,
or maybe it speaks in all languages simultaneously so it can adapt to anyone that it takes over.
Demonic symbiote.
Yeah.
Maybe. How are Rayne and Kevin doing?
I have eyes on Rayne as of right now.
Okay.
And Kevin has been kind of posted up against the wall with an arrow up his sleeve and a bow in his hand.
Okay.
Ayo!
You see me pouring a suspicious bag of remains.
They see me bowing. They hating.
The bad time for you to be making pudding over there, Rayne.
You missed a chunk.
Yeah. You're trying to move that goop. Sorry, none of this is usable.
No, you're all good.
No. None of the things you say is usable.
I was wondering how this encounter was going to go.
I mean, they're fighting each other.
Is it going the way you expected?
With you guys, it's kind of hard to guess which way it's going to go.
Okay.
This was one of the paths I figured might happen.
I hope these people that are dying aren't important.
The world may never know.
Don't worry, I got one of them stashed behind a fence somewhere.
It's okay, man. I saved you a dead body.
Rayne's thinking ahead.
Oh shit! Oh, cat, not on the keyboard. All right.
It's gonna weekend at Bernie's this dead body to sneak it out of town.
Come over working its jaw like a puppet.
Oh, you don't have to do any of that. I got some bottles in my bag.
All right.
This cat is pissed off. I've moved my book off the table.
Make me a leggy pudding.
Oh, don't you knock off my dice.
Okay.
It's right here. Book's right here. You can lay right here.
No, I guess I don't have anything. I guess I'm trying to figure out what type of undead this reminds me of.
All right.
But I don't want to get involved in this just yet. I don't see a reason to.
All right, that's the end of your save turn. Now it's your turn.
Dang it. Gosh. I can't.
Arcana again?
Can't
Fuck.
Okay.
You
What
can.
if I? Well, if I'm trying to, because wouldn't it be a religion check to, sort of identify characteristics of undead?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
It was that way under 35.
Then I would like to make a religion check to try to figure out what this reminds me of, because I'm like watching him.
Would you tell me how this reminds me?
19.
Watching you. Okay. 19. Ooh. After careful consideration, pouring through that head of yours against all the thoughts that are against all the thoughts that are there and the thoughts that aren't there anymore. One word finally kind of pops into place, and you've never confronted one of these before, but you've read you have come across books that and others that have spoke of something similar to this. Necrocore. Necrochor. Necrocore. It's a being of living blood.
Ah.
A blood vessel.
So I'll
Dun dun
come
dun.
full circle.
Quick, attack his thumbnails.
So.
Okay.
He gets 3 attacks a turn, 2 thumbnails, and a vomit.
Is there anything that I know about these in general, like weaknesses or?
You know you don't want it in any of your open wounds.
Okay.
Because you may become the next blood vassal.
In all fairness, name some shit you want in your open wounds.
Which now your mind flashes back to when you saw him throw a part of the blood into the bodies.
That's true. Okay. All right. In Thieves' Cant, I will tell Kevin.
Yeah, he's not gonna know what a necrocore is.
Don't.
Hey, fuck you for that.
Don't let him bleed on you. All right.
I'm gonna signal back. Duh. Don't let him bleed on you.
Just
but
saying.
Like you, they don't sleep either.
Oh, finally, a worthy foe.
A worthy foe made of blood juice.
Okay. And these are, I guess, very rare.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
No, a few people got
These
them.
are normally things that have been summoned.
Okay.
Out of some extremely dark necromancy. There's not many that can actually do this. So the fact that it is, from what you guys have picked up, it is from the Eternal Order and it's rolling with them means most likely one of the high matriarchs or one of the higher ups of the Eternal Order is what brought forth this thing back from where it came from.
Okay. Are these?
So it actually could possibly be the spirit of Darcalus or Darcalus, or it could be something just as old and evil and fucked up.
Okay. Are they? Because like when you kill a vampire, there's sort of things you have to do, or else they can just mist and go away. Is that the same thing with these? Like, do you have to kind of have things set up to permanently kill it?
You have to dunk them in a glass of milk. A tall glass of milk.
Gross.
2%.
Gross.
Cat decided he was gonna go after my keyboard.
Rachel hates milk because she's
milk is gross.
Milk makes your bones strong.
Okay.
You know?
Calcium makes your bones strong.
And that's in milk.
Yes.
Other things have calcium.
Things have calcium.
Milk is fucking amazing.
Milk is gross.
Milk is God's gift.
No, milk is
so
gross.
It's literally like it comes from cows. So it comes from
So why are humans drinking it?
Right.
Because it's great. Why do I eat a fucking cow's back? Because it's fucking delicious. That's why.
But you eat cheese.
A little bit. But I also
a little bit.
I'll eat regular cheese and I'll also eat vegan cheese.
I don't even know what vegan cheese is. Like made from raisin sweat? What is it?
It's typically made from walnuts as the base.
God. You know what? You talk about fucking people drinking milk. That's gross. It's because you're a cow. And then you eat a bulb that falls off a tree after you strangle the fucking liquids out of it. I'm the weird one.
For what it's worth, they had a thing on TV.
These plants grow out of poop.
Food Network started doing this new series with Rhett and Link, where they go and they look at different like fast food restaurants or different food manufacturers and how they make their products. So they just did one on Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's actually it's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. The chemist in me was like, oh, so that's how they did that.
I think lab grown meat and fucking all these alternatives are a very good idea.
I do too.
Right? As soon as they start tasting like meat, I'll be very happy.
But what I found really interesting is that they used a scanning electron microscope to look at the texture at a microscopic level of like mashed up peas and like different vegetables, and then they would take what the texture of actual meat looked like, and they manipulated the proteins in certain vegetables to get it such that the texture from a visual standpoint was identical to that of meat. And I'm like, that's a but that's a $500,000 instrument being utilized to make meat. I was like, that's pretty cool.
I love that the only people who ever say that tastes just like real meat are people who don't eat real meat. It's fucking nonstop. It's just being told that I'm a fucking idiot. I can't tell the difference. I'm like, you don't even eat meat. I don't know. It's like going to a person who doesn't know much about math and asking them to solve some equations. It's like, it's not. Ask the people who do the math all the time.
Yeah.
If this is good math, don't just ask some rando on the street. I don't know. Yeah. Look, I'm like I said, I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it to happen. I can't wait for me not have to murder a bunch of dopey ass fucking field grass eating dipshits. I can't wait until I don't have to do that.
Yep.
But right now, show me a cow that wrote a poem, and then I'll stop eating them. Sorry. Right. Fucking, the best cow on the whole planet. Never cured a single disease. Never wrote a journal. Never made art. Just eats fucking grass and poops until our atmosphere is dead. And that's that.
That's kind of true.
So I'm gonna hit them with a brick and I'm gonna eat their butt.
Cows have shown that they can make like they have preferences for friends. Like cows will have a best friend cow that they'll prefer over the other cows.
All right, so I'll eat 2 of them at a time then. Look, I'm not saying Rachel's trying to make me feel guilty. She's doing it. She does this like passively. She's like,
cows have their place in society.
Befriend spiders and teach them how to write things in their world.
She's right though. Cows have their place in society. Right next to mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh my god!
Actually, that's chicken that goes on there. And I don't care what anyone says about them. I don't want them harvested in large groups. But if you show me one chicken, I'll hit it over the head and eat it.
All right.
They're assholes. They are fucking assholes.
All right, let's keep going.
Dicks.
All right, let's get back on it.
No. I'm talking about chickens right now. Sorry.
So, they're hard to kill, and they're hardest to keep dead.
Okay.
Oof.
So
We'll have to trap it.
Well, these people, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're fully prepared to permanently kill this guy, but it doesn't. I mean, it seems like the plan's kind of falling apart right now.
Yeah. And you don't see. From what you can tell, they don't have a divine magic character on any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody didn't think it through attacking. What they weren't prepared for something undead. Let's put it that way. It seems.
Okay.
I mean, they might have had a really good plan. They may have thought they had it, but they don't have the knowledge that Kes had going into this, or remembered going into this.
Right. I wonder if we should kind of get out of here. Well,
wow,
he's distracted. Well, I'm wondering if, like, because it seems like he's probably expended a lot of energy during this fight, like for healing and such. So who's to say that afterwards he's not going to like want to feed or something?
Yeah.
Whatever that might look like. And
he's weakened at this point. He's used a lot of spells. He's already got some hit points on him. We still have an ally up. We still have another ally who will be back up at some point, I would imagine.
So yeah, in Thieves' Cant, I'll try to kind of quickly explain my thinking to Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that this building that we're beside is like right up against the wall, right? Did we hear that? We heard from someone that there was like an exit through the
D-Walk said that.
town.
He said that there's an exit out of town through the building on the far end.
But did anyone tell our characters that?
He told me, so I know because it was described to me, right?
You're muted, D-Walk.
When you guys talk to the goblins, when you guys talk to the goblins, they told you they normally did business with someone the shopkeeper whose door opened to the outside.
Okay.
Right.
You also have heard from a couple people in town that Octavio has a door that leads outside.
Okay.
That he does business with.
All right. So I'm gonna be like, can I get out of here while he's distracted?
Oh, I thought we were gonna fight him.
Oh, I mean, we could fight him.
I thought because he was weakened, I thought that's what we were talking about. We just wanted to block the exit.
Well, Kess is for fighting him.
Right.
But it seemed like you two were not.
No, Kavir just wanted him to get weakened before we started taking hit points. It doesn't make any damage or make any sense for us to take damage.
I also don't seem to know exactly how to permanently kill him right now.
Right, but we can kill him and then take the bits and put it into like eviscerate him.
I don't
him into a Dark Lord smoothie. Is that what you're implying?
Well, I mean, we could burn him, or we could put him in cement and put him in a block. He can come back all he wants to. He's still
there you go. Bring the New Jersey represent.
Oh shit, man! Look, nothing's unkillable, and if it is unkillable, it ain't unremovable from your fucking life as a problem.
That's true.
If there's a thing, I can get rid of it.
Okay.
That's one of my best qualities, guys. If you ever need a body hidden, I'm your man.
I'm imagining
roll it in the tarp, put it in there with a bunch of lime till the flesh goes away, smash it up with hammers, take it, put it down to the beach, not into the fucking water because that's silly.
Right.
Put it out onto the beach and let it slowly drift away as though that person just was a long faded memory, and then go back to your insurance racket.
All right.
I mean,
clip that out
if I were to do a thing.
Right.
All right, look, Kess is all for attacking this guy, even though it might create problems if we can't permanently put him down, which I don't think we can right now because we don't know how to do that.
Stuff his mouth with a sock. Fucking put him underground.
What if like we can't have this long conversation? We're in the middle of combat.
He can't move his fingers because he's buried, and he can't move his mouth because he's got a sock in there.
But what if like we kill him and then like the red stuff just like absorbs into the ground and then he's just underground somewhere? Or like or like one of the bodies that he like flicked the droplets on suddenly reanimates with full health.
He grows into an evil tree.
Oh no, and then the worm eats it. Where have I seen that before? Oh yeah.
So I think we need to do more research on this guy before we make him mad. Because right now he's not attacking us.
Is this real life right now? Fucking Rachel just said maybe we shouldn't attack it. Maybe we should research it more. And I'm the one that's like, let's kill this motherfucker. Wow. Okay.
Because right now, if we leave, he doesn't have a reason to come after us. But if we attack him and we only incapacitate him for an amount of time, he comes back and now he has a vendetta against us.
Right. But if we leave him here, he kills the 2 people that are left over. And then who knows how many people he kills because they were part of a cover up, or they didn't warn him, or they didn't come to his aid to fight and protect him. Who knows how he'll react. If he really is Rex, then his history of fucking destroying villages when things go wrong is pretty high.
Do you want to I can try to delay him for a little bit, but he's gonna be mad.
He's gonna be mad no matter what, right? I don't know. Look, I'm open. I'm deferring to the rest of the crew. I'm here to offer my thinking. My thinking is that if we fight him later, he's going to be for sure at least recovered. He's going to have all his spell slots and be stronger.
All right. You know what? David, is Darcalus facing me, or is he like looking in the direction that the person fled?
He is facing away from you guys. He is not facing you or Kavir.
All right.
Or Kevin, and he's not facing Rayne either. His attention is at something that he has claimed is running away from him.
Okay. I want to cast banishment on him. He has to make a charisma saving throw.
And here we go.
All right. He passed.
Okay. He's used
Legendary.
one. He's used one.
No, he didn't. He rolled a 1.
I actually used legendary. He doesn't have to roll.
That's right. That's not a roll. Okay.
Dirt farts.
All right.
Dirty farts.
I guess we're fighting him.
I was rock and rolling with that one. I was ready. I was like, where's my chance? He falls, slips on a grape,
all right.
And impales
his turn
with a harpoon.
Now he laughs loud. I was wondering when. And he turns around and flings a fireball at Kavir and Kess. Give me rolls. I need a DC of a 15.
I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just dumping bodies over.
So you want a dex save?
Yes.
I'm gonna take a 12. So it'd be 24.
I also got a 12, and that would be a 12.
All right, so Adri takes 29 damage. And
I'm gonna use uncanny dodge since I saw him throw it.
All right, so your dex
half.
breaks it down half and half, so 29 is down to 14-7.
14-7.
Well, 14 then down to 7.
Oh, okay.
So
place to write my damage down here. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, let me check something quick, because I'm gonna be a dick.
Hi.
Oh no.
My name is Deese, and you can't hit me in the least. Eat my butt. Eat my butt.
All right.
I might have just TPK'd those guys.
All right.
But I
Yeah.
want you to know
He quickened the fireball, and then he
Okay.
lifts his hand up and brings down another ice storm down on the two of you.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
So that is another DC 15.
Nope.
All right. Dees, what was your roll?
19.
All right, that's half.
And I saw him cast it.
You saw it come down from the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this on the same turn though? Can you do that more than once?
He quickened.
It wouldn't matter.
He quickened the fireball, and then he cast the other one as normal.
Okay.
Okay, that is 10. And 10 and 12 is 22, plus 5 is 27. Another 27 to Adri. And then Uncanny Dodge works as it's a targeted. Yeah, okay.
It has to be single target too. It can't be AoE.
Yeah. So then it wouldn't be the fireball or you wouldn't have been able to do it on the fireball because it was a single target, not an AoE.
It doesn't say not AoE, but the way a fireball works is it's thrown at you, right? So I think you can cutting or what's it called?
So
do it quick.
Okay. But half of 27 is 12, I think. No, 13. 13. So Kavir takes 13.
Well, it's not if you can see the attack. It's if you can see the attacker, right? Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you. So it's not a condition of seeing the fireball. It's seeing the person that hurled the fireball at you. Right?
Yep.
Am I reading that right?
I'm looking at it now. Evasion's for when you take damage from something that involves a saving throw.
Okay.
Yep, so I can take it on both. Can I?
Well, it's just you can use your reaction. So
then
one.
Yeah, then it's only one.
It's only one.
Right.
So you can use it to mitigate one, but not the other.
So I took 13,
right? 13 on the second one.
Okay.
That cuts out that spell. That cuts out that one. Damn. Okay. Now, Rayne, you did just hear a fireball go off again, and then you saw a whole ice shower from the sky again.
But
and you pretty much know where your friends were.
Okay, so I have reason to believe that's where they were. Okay.
Now, I don't know if you were able to pick up the fact that what she tried to do and banish him.
I would have been completely oblivious to all of that. So as far as I know, he's turned on my friends and fuck that.
All right. So at the end of that goes to the top of the round, which actually is the splinted male, and he rushes towards, and Darcalus says, "Kill the child first. Cut his tongue from his mouth."
Yeah, get Adri.
The first sword comes in, misses. The second sword is a 19. And then the third one is a 16.
Give me a minute.
No worries.
Doing some thinking real quick. I'm going to save the one. I'm going to hit by 2. Yeah. But I see, well, shit. I already, damn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
You already used your reaction.
Okay.
All right, that is 13 between the two hits.
Yep.
And it is Rayne's turn.
All right. How much movement is required to get to where they are?
Oh, you can reach them in a turn. 30 feet easy.
So I'll still have my action and my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I come over, so I've seen. All right, so Darcalus is there, and then we've got a armored figure who is just attacked Kevin. Kevin! I think I'm going to go for him first. Just want to make sure here.
Boss first. If I see him even start to run in that direction, I'm going to yell boss first.
Okay. If another enemy...
I know I look like a little kid, but if I can't get this guy to break out of his dominated mind, I'm going to fucking eviscerate him. So,
is either Adri or Kavir within 5 feet of Darcalus?
Not.
They are not.
No.
Shit. So I can't use sneak attack. All right. Well, then I guess I will.
Well, I mean, you would be the only one within 5 feet of him.
Right, but I don't need. I can't use sneak attack. I can use sneak attack if I have advantage. I don't need advantage if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. So since no one else is within 5 feet of it, then I cannot use sneak attack. That's
I thought you were able to trigger it if he was just you and the other target solo. Rockish Audacity.
You can solo a person with sneak attack for sure.
Because you took
anytime you have advantage on them. Just one of the methods that we use is flanking.
Yeah, but I think your class, the one you picked actually has like Rockish Audacity or something.
Right, but so all that does is hang on.
There
is a rogue that can actually duel that as long as they're only engaged with a target and nobody else is within 5 feet, they actually they trigger their sneak attack, I believe.
There's also loads of tricks you can use to get advantage.
What the hell's my Xanathars?
Well, Rakish Audacity. Oh, okay. No, you're right. I don't need advantage on the attack roll against a creature if I'm within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet of it, and I don't have. Okay, I was reading it backwards. Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, so I can do that. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and go as Kevin is screaming at me. I will turn my attention to Darcalus and
someone's going to get melee with him.
Well, that's all I can do.
Bloody good time.
You attack twice whenever. Okay, so here we go. First attack. Is a 25 versus AC. You're taking way too long to answer that.
No, the 25 does hit.
God. Okay, so
I'm not even going to waste the shield spell. That goes right over it.
All right. Okay, so he will take 14 points of damage from the first. Then I get to do a second attack.
Okay.
Because I can attack twice whenever I take the attack action on my turn, thanks to extra attack. That is a 22 versus AC.
That hits.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought that would miss. All right, so we'll take another D8 plus 7. All right, so 10 additional damage. You know what? I'm going to try and be a bursty. I'm going to go ahead and do action surge so I can take one additional action. That'll take short rest off the books. And so since I've taken another action, I get 2 more attacks. First one is another 22. The second one is 23. So both of them hit. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, 21. So
all
21
right.
Hit.
Yes.
Okay. Lower, not higher. So 1, 2 plus 14. 26 more points of damage.
All right.
And then I get to do my sneak attack damage on top of that, right? Because I did not count that. So once per turn, it'll be 3d6. So that is 6, 9, 14 more points of damage on top of that. Action surge is gone. So mark that off. Can I take it? I can't do that. Okay, that's all I can do.
Damn, that was brutal.
That's a hell of a lot, but that's it.
No, you actually shed off. Yeah, you cut quite a bit of blood off of him as you were going slicing. You were seeing blood and the red just kind of fly off as you were slicing through him.
Oh, great.
One after the other, after the other.
That's probably not going to come back to haunt us in any way horribly, is it?
Nope. After your turn,
turn him into a fucking loaf of bologna. I'm just hacking away.
The other one that's still invisible, no one's heard or seen from. And Kavir, you're up. You have a larger splint mail man in front of you with a long sword and a short sword, one in each hand.
Okay. He gets to check every turn on his turn, right? To break out of the dominate.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
So, Kavir and I haven't moved yet since we got like.
So you're saying we have readied action?
Frost, the hail cast on us, and it messed up the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming it's like difficult terrain or something like that.
Yes.
So when the guy moved into melee with Kavir, did he need to make like a roll to not slip and fall?
No, because it's chunks in the ground. It didn't freeze the ground.
Oh, okay, so it's just difficult terrain. It's not like a grease situation.
No.
Okay. All right.
But it is difficult terrain, so his movement's slower anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's halved, right?
Anyone in there be halved right now.
Okay, he gets to check every turn on his turn to break out of the dominate. True or false?
On his turn.
Right. When he attacked me, he failed, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'm trying to think if there's a way where I can help him get a free check to snap out of it, right? Isn't there like an appeal to him or something like that? Or anytime he's put in.
No. Anytime the creature takes damage.
Oh, he has a chance to break out of it?
Yeah, he gets another save.
All right. I'm going to open hand slap him across the face and say, shake out of it.
Roll your attack.
Dexterity. My hand is a it's a dex weapon.
It's an unarmed strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
21.
This invisible person is gonna have a bad time because I can't see them to exclude them from Spirit Guardians.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
All right. No, the 21 you said?
Mm-hmm.
That hits. Roll. It's 1 plus your dex modifier for damage.
I'm gonna take minimum damage.
No, you're slapping him.
I know.
I'm
going to give him minimum damage.
It's 1 plus your dex modifier. There isn't a roll.
It's bludgeoning, so it's strength that gets added to the damage, not to hit.
Okay, I thought you said you used dex to roll on your hand, though.
I used dex to hit him.
That's when you use that for damage.
Oh, god damn it. Hey, 1 plus 5. Shit, 6 damage.
All right.
I can pull a little steam off it, right?
Take a little mustard off the top.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Hold on.
His eyes flash, and you see they regain out of the spell. Looks down at you.
Attacking the wrong guy, buddy. Dominate. Turn around. That guy. Go.
Understood, child.
Jesus.
We shall do this.
Hey, go. Thank you so much for listening to Return to Ravenloft, a Freelance Heroism podcast. If you'd like to support us more, check us out on patreon.com/freelance_heroism and just donate any amount. We have prizes and journal entries and art that we post regularly, a few times a week, and we'd really appreciate any support you could give us. Thank you.
Our cast includes Rachel Moore as Kesselgard Reskill, Dees Cassius as Master Kavir, Nathan Lett as Captain Rayne Trichet, and David, aka D-Walk, as Dr. Midnight, and everyone else in the game. Thanks again for listening, and we will see you next week.
The invoice is in the mail. D-Walk.
Yes, D-Walk is here.
Yay, D-Walk.
I said, hey, babe. D-Walk on the wild side.
Counting action, perception.
What'd you say?
She's like, dinner wasn't late. You were late.
Ooh,
Yeah, you were late.
Burn. Or something.
D-Walk was late.
Yeah, D-Walk's always late.
D-Walk was late. It's his fault.
Abilities.
I said, hey, babe. D-Walk on the wild side. And the dice went 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.